This upgrade is especially meaningful given the challenges SpaceX faced with the version 2 heat shield. In the last 2 Starship flights, which were both major successes, the vehicles managed to push past the most problematic stages of re-entry and survive long enough to complete their missions. Yet, after those flights, we saw the unmistakable signs of stress. Large areas of the heat shield were streaked with white and orange. The white streaks indicated coolant leaks, likely caused by extreme heat entering the gaps between tiles or between the tiles and the structure beneath them. The orange streaks pointed to oxidation, formed when coolant interacted with the metallic test tiles installed on parts of the version 2 vehicle. Together, these issues highlighted the vulnerabilities that still had to be addressed, especially in a version that was meant primarily for testing. Now the expectations for version 3 are very different. This version needs to succeed at specific mission-critical tasks that leave very little room for error. That is why the heat shield redesign is so important. The first major upgrade is completeness. Ship 39 appears to carry a full uninterrupted tile set. While a few areas seem to show missing tiles, these are very likely spots where installation simply has not been completed. For the first time, it looks like we will see a fully realized heat shield that reflects the final intended design. This allows SpaceX to evaluate the entire system at full performance and identify any issues that still need refinement. The second upgrade is the tile design itself. Musk previously stated that the version 3 generation would incorporate a completely redesigned structure, and that redesign includes the heat shield tiles. SpaceX may have adjusted the tile compositions, strengthened the material, or added new elements to reduce cracking and prevent damage during the highest heating periods of re-entry. Attachment methods also appear improved. Tile loss was a risk factor in earlier flights, especially when extreme vibrations and heating occurred simultaneously. The new mounting design likely aims to secure the tiles more firmly while also allowing for controlled expansion under heat. While that approach showed promising results, it was not perfect. The version 3 will almost certainly use an evolved version that seals these gaps more effectively while still allowing for the flexibility needed during the extreme temperature swings. One of the clearest visual upgrades is the improved bonding at tile corners. When looking closely at Ship 39's tile layout, you can see small white filler points at spots where 3 tiles meet. These appear to be reinforced bonding materials designed to eliminate microgaps that previously allowed heat to penetrate into the underlying cooling structure. These tiny improvements collectively represent a major leap in reliability. All of this sets expectations sky-high for the first version 3 flight. Ship 39's heat shield is not just an upgraded component, it represents the next major step toward a fully reusable, fully reliable Starship. And that future is approaching quickly. With Ship 39 now fully stacked, its production phase is essentially complete. The next steps are critical. The vehicle will undergo cryogenic testing, exposing the heat shield and structure to extremely low temperatures to ensure that the tiles remain attached and stable. After that comes the static fire test, which will subject the vehicle to extreme heating and vibration. These stages may begin as early as late this month and continue into the next. Then comes the true test. They, now aiming for a January launch, will put the version 3 heat shield through the full force of atmospheric re-entry. It'll face temperatures, pressure, and aerodynamic forces far beyond any ground test. The long-term importance of the Starship heat shield extends far beyond a single test flight. It's the foundation that allows the Starship upstage to return safely, and it is the key to achieving the level of full rocket recovery that SpaceX has envisioned from the beginning. This recovery approach is not simply about splashing down in the ocean, it's about bringing Starship back intact so that it can be caught, returned to the rotation and prepared for its next mission with maximum efficiency. This is the core of SpaceX's plan for a truly repeatable, truly economical launch system. Reaching that milestone will set Starship apart from every other launch vehicle in development today. Many companies still rely on expendable rockets either because reducing cost is not their primary focus or because they do not yet have the technological capability to build a fully reusable system.